All right, welcome back to the channel. So we're back to one of the best conversations in women's boxing. Laila Ali and Claressa Shields, and Claressa Shields tells Laila Ali to get back in the kitchen. You don't love boxing, so get back in the kitchen. Now, she didn't intend it like that might have came out, but let's talk about what she did say in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. So we are one day away from boxing returning, where Shakur Stevenson is going to get in the ring and the Top Rank is going to have a card. So as of tomorrow, boxing will be back and we will actually be able to talk about a real fight. However, until then, we are still in hypothetical, hope it can happen mode. And one of those type of fights that I would love to see happen, I wasn't really big on it originally, but I think I'm big on it now, is Laila Ali versus Claressa Shields. The number one reason why I want that fight to happen is because they both talk so much smack that I know I could enjoy the build up to the fight the entire time, man. It would be some absolutely classic stuff. They've been going back and forth for a while, pretty much since Cecilia Bræk has brought Laila Ali into the picture. But Laila Ali is a former welterweight, what was she? 168 pounder. She might have been a super middleweight, but a former champion, undefeated fighter with a bunch of knockouts. The daughter of Muhammad Ali, and we have Claressa Shields, who is the she's undefeated. She was also a champion at 168. She's undisputed she was undisputed at 160. And I think she's also close to being undisputed at 154 when she was trying to move down in weight and fight Cecilia Bræk, which doesn't look like it's going to happen. So, you have these really two great fighters, but one of them, Claressa Shields, really doesn't have anybody to fight. But I believe that Claressa Shields, her success is essential to women's boxing. And as a result, man, I want to see her get in there with somebody that can give her some more name and recognition, and we can then basically create an environment where more women can earn a good amount of money in boxing. And as a result of that, we can start getting more and more talented women in the sport of boxing and make boxing that much more exciting like it was during the time when Laila Ali was fighting and somebody else was fighting, Ann Wolfe. Which brings me to what it was that Claressa Shields had to say about Laila Ali. Now, let me tell you what she said. She says, "I dream to get a knockout of Ali like when Ann Wolfe did to Vonda Ward in 2004. It's the biggest knockout in women's boxing. I'm going to train my ass off to knock out Laila Ali like Wolfe and Ward." Man, let me tell you, if you have not seen that knockout, it is stunning. Okay, it is stunning. And that is something I can say that Laila Ali was able to do, but Ann Wolfe was able to do, but Ann Wolfe was laying people. Ann Wolfe was a woman that was laying women out. And I think Wanda Vaughn might have been was she like 6'7"? I mean, she's like 6'4", 6'5", something where, Ann Wolfe was looking at her like way up, but her name is Vonda. Sounds like a black girl, but it's not. And she absolutely laid her flat out, like completely unconscious, man, completely unconscious. And that's not something that you really see a lot in women's boxing, right? And it's hard to do in women's boxing, I think, primarily because of the short rounds because it's only a 2-minute round instead of a 3-minute round, and you got less time just by simply the fact that round is so short. You have less opportunities to get the big shot, and the women get a lot less wear and tear on them. So as the rounds go on, and also there's fewer rounds, there's a less opportunity for them to get out of there. So to see Ann Wolfe be like that, oh my goodness, man, it was crazy. But can Claressa Shields mustered that type of power just by working hard and training hard? I don't know. Ann Wolfe was, first of all, Ann Wolfe was a lot. I believe Ann Wolfe, just like Laila Ali, was a lot bigger than Claressa Shields. However, that wasn't the only salt she threw at Laila Ali. She also says you can tell when a person does not love boxing. She can get on the camera and say boxing is her life, all she wants. It's a myth. If boxing was her first, she would attend other boxing matches. Ali would be looking at other fighters. She wouldn't be retiring at the age of 29 and saying there weren't any women left for her to fight. There are women who will always who say they always called out Laila Ali. Now this is the part where she says she really doesn't like to fight, and she's really not into the boxing matches. That's why she doesn't see her at the fights. And if she really loved it, she'd be out there at fights. Yeah, there's maybe some truth to that, but also there's not a lot of truth to that. Laila Ali is somebody that has been going to boxing matches her entire life, probably. Okay, Laila Ali grew up in a house where with Muhammad Ali. Now I know she's older and she came about after Muhammad Ali retired, but for the majority of her life, because if she's 42, that means she was born sometime around in 1980, right? 1982 if she's 40 now, that would be, so she was born around that time, and so she's familiar with boxing. And I've seen her at fights myself. So Laila Ali went to boxing matches, and she retired when she got to be 29 because she made a ton of money. Laila Ali was like, the highest. I still would suspect she's the highest paid female fighter ever. She was a really big deal who had a bunch of fights that people tuned in to see. She had the Jackie Frazier-Lyde fight. She had the Christy Martin fight. She had just a lot of, she had a lot of buzz around her. And not only did she have a lot of buzz around her, as far as what was going on in the ring, because she did back it up with the knockouts, she also had for years was making a lot of money on advertisements and sponsorship, which is something which is not usual for boxers, let alone women's boxing. She really stood out in that regard. So the fact that she could stop at 20, that she'd be able to stop at 29 years old, just probably had more to do with the fact that she was rich. And she's like, hey man, if there's nothing really excited her, she beat, the only person that I would have loved to see her fight was Ann Wolfe, which is what Laila Ali then leads into, right? Because Laila Ali is making Claressa Shields is making her case on Laila Ali. She says there are women who say they've called Laila out for a fight and she didn't answer. It's more than ducking Ann Wolfe. It's Letitia Robinson. It's a lot of girls. Nobody ever questioned her legacy and if she fought everybody. To me, it's insane. Boxing is not her first love. Cooking is. And this is where we couldn't get away with this. Don't think you can get away with saying this. Boxing is not her first love. Cooking is. That's what she does. That's what she likes to do. That's what she should stick to doing. Now, if I said that, man, please, people would call me all kind of a sexist for that. How are you gonna tell her to get back in the kitchen? Now, truth be told, Laila Ali also, and I won't go through that part of it, but Laila Ali also mentioned that, and this is articles at Boxing Scene. I should have the link in the description box, but you can read the whole article over at boxingscene.com. But man, Claressa Shields Claressa Shields is a great fighter. I absolutely wish her the best. I want to see her fight. I want to see her fight Ann Wolfe. I mean, not fight Ann Wolfe. I want to see her fight Laila Ali. And that's primarily because I think that it would be, like I said in the beginning of the video, that it's something that is going to be major. It's going to be significant for women's boxing. It's going to get Laila Ali. It's going to get Claressa Shields the fights that she needs to get, because if she's able to beat Laila Ali and they're able to make a lot of money, then you're going to see, I do believe, increased interest in women's boxing, and people might actually be looking for the next person to fight her. But if what she continues to do is be able to, beat people that nobody knows, without a lot of people knowing her, it's just going to be a tougher route for her. It's going to be a tougher route for boxing. But so all the back and forth about her with her and Laila Ali is all fine and dandy and it's fun. And I keep talking about it because I think it's important and I want to see the fight happen. But at the end of the day, man, I got a lot of respect for all of them. Last thing I do have to say, though, is I do agree with Claressa Shields' perspective that Laila Ali, a lot of people don't really look at Laila Ali's record. I personally think that Claressa Shields is a better fighter than Laila Ali was, and I remember all the fights from Laila Ali. I think that Claressa Shields is the better fighter with the better amateur pedigree, and in a fight with them right now, she's definitely going to win. But anyway, I love the back and forth. I hope you guys enjoy it too. You let me know what you think in the comment section, and with that, I'm out. Peace.